Yo, what's going on, guys? And today we're doing my season preview prediction expectations for the Los Angeles Clippers. So before we start today's video, I want to hear down below in the comment section, what are your guys' season expectations for the Clippers? I say it's championship or bust. This is a 50-win team. This is a team that needs to show that they can stay healthy, because not only for a championship, but also for Steve Ballmer to know it's worth paying these guys when we move to Anaheim, that this is going to be the team. So I want to hear your thoughts down below in the comment section. What do you guys expect from the Clippers? And let's get right into today's video. And let's talk about what this team's lineup's going to look like, what it's going to probably be. And Russell Westbrook, Paul George, Kawhi Leonard, Marcus Morris, and Ivica Zubac will be the starting lineup. Zubats will be the starting lineup with Bones Highland, Terrence Mann, Norman Powell, Nick Batum, and Mason Plumlee. Right now is the 10-man rotation with KJ Martin, Robert Covington, and Amir Coffey probably fighting for some minutes there. And then BJ Boston, Kobe Brown are your probably 14th and 15th roster spot. I've been told by G League executives that they expect Jason Preston to be cut, as he's a non-guaranteed deal, and that they're, G League teams are preparing themselves to be able to get him. And then Xavier Moon is also a guy. I mean, Xavier Moon and Jason Preston are like potentially fighting. I don't know if Xavier Moon could have another two-way, but I think Jason Preston could get a two-way, and so can Broderick Thomas. And then Musa Diabate and Jordan Miller are two-ways. So what do I expect with this team? Like I said, starting lineup: Zubats, Morris, Kawhi Leonard, Paul George, and Russell Westbrook, unless they want to start KJ Martin and have Kawhi at power forward. But when I look at this team, I think that the Clippers weren't able to complete that deal for Malcolm Brogdon in exchange for Marcus Morris, and they thought they needed an on-ball help to complement Westbrook and Nick Batum, and that's what they do need. So they were able to go out and get KJ Martin, but look, they're trying to resurrect that deal. But I don't even know if that's like what you want to do. So let me hear your guys' thoughts down below in the comment section. What do you guys expect from this team? And was there anything you guys would have liked me to have said so far? But let's get right into the video.
I'm trying to get my whole series of these season previews out by the start of training. Well, started training camps October 2nd, so I probably have almost all of them uploaded by then, but I just wanted to have them done. And talking about the Clippers, thank you for everyone who's been supporting these videos. It means the world. But when you look at a team like the Los Angeles Clippers, let's just be honest. First off, the idea that, they've been so smart with the way that they've been able to accumulate contracts, okay? In a weird way, they've been really smart that they've been able to go out and get guys like Marcus Morris and Norman Powell and Nick Batum on these deals. That, because maybe you guys might say, oh, they haven't aged that well. Oh, I would never pay Marcus Morris $17 million a year, Nick Batum, Robert Covington, all this stuff. But the thing is that they were able to go out, get these guys on these deals, and no matter what you think, what they're being paid, several of these are expiring deals or going to be expiring soon. So you can either buy it out, stretch it. If he gets traded to a team like Portland, if James Harden isn't going to be moved to you, you should be calling Portland for Drew Holiday, or you should be calling Boston for Malcolm Brogdon. That's my opinion. And again, I've said it throughout this video. I think this Clippers team, at the very least, is a second-round exit team. This team has the potential to be a championship contender. Last year, guys, last offseason I had never given the I've always liked the Clippers since Kawhi and Paul George have gone there. I like Steve Ballmer as an owner. And I had always said that this franchise was last year, never had taken the Clippers as my preseason favorites. I went last year hard. I was like, the Los Angeles Clippers are the team that was going to win the title. The way that the Denver Nuggets came out last year and they're in the regular season, where I did change my vote through the regular season to be obviously the Denver Nuggets. But yeah, there was a good point where I was full-heartedly supporting the Clippers. Gave up on them after the first month of the season, but the idea was that, the Clippers, in my mind, were with Ty Lue, with Kawhi Leonard, Paul George, and the depth of this team, that they should have been the title contenders. And I still think, as long as they have this formidable core, even though it is getting up there in age, they're title contenders, and they should still be treated as title contenders. So I think they're a top 6 seed at the very least, and they're at least a second round exit. But I think anything short of the Western Conference Finals or the NBA Finals is a disappointment. Now, going back to what I was saying, they need a point guard. I think Ty Lue is just upset. Like, the closest thing to a true point guard he has had over the last few seasons is John Wall. Also, Jason Preston, and probably getting cut. I'm hearing from G League teams that Jason Preston is a guy that G League teams are watching, as he could be a super sought after two-way guy, or a guy who might be drafted or E10, something like that. Just, he might be cut. I really do like this Clippers squad and think that they have a lot of talent. I think health's been the biggest thing, but I think it goes back to they have never had a traditional point guard besides John Wall, okay? Besides John freaking Wall, which I love John Wall. So this is no disrespect to John Wall at all. I would never want to disrespect the man from Raleigh. But what I am saying is I think Ty Lue's just kind of like, I'd rather have Drew Holiday at this point than James Harden or Malcolm Brogdon instead of James Harden. A, because it's going to be cheaper, and B, they're more traditional point guards. Even though James Harden did lead the NBA in assists last year, I'm very well aware, guys. Like, you don't have to remind me. But this is all things that, like, I think Drew Holiday is probably the best player that the Clippers should go out and get. I don't know if they have the picks, and we know the big thing with the Clippers right now is the front office doesn't want to give up any picks. In a lot of their trade discussions we've heard, they've been against the idea of giving up or even soliciting any of their picks that they could potentially trade. They're like full on, we don't want any of this to give up any of those picks. They're like reluctant to even offer picks in a James Harden trade. And I personally think I love Drew Holiday, but I think James Harden's worth more than Drew. Also, people are acting like Drew Holiday has all this trade value, which he doesn't. That trade value isn't that much. So I do want to hear all of your guys' thoughts and opinions down below in the comment section. What do you guys expect from the Clippers this year? And again, the biggest thing with this team is availability. We all know it. It's been like that for years. So I'm curious to hear your guys' opinions. And if you guys haven't hit that like and subscribe button, I definitely think right now would be the time to do that. If you have made it to the end of the video, you enjoy my content, you enjoy my thoughts and explanations. As I'm always reaching out to the execs I have on my phone and stuff. And you guys have to understand, a lot of the stuff you learn from the NBA, it doesn't come from the execs. Like, the execs very much tell me very little. And the execs tell me more about other teams. Like, I ask execs for information regarding other teams because people don't tell you about things about their team. So you ask them about other teams, and then that's how you get there. You learn most of your stuff from agents. Agents are really cool in terms of like what they're going to tell you. So, we'll just have to wait till James Harden wants to speak, or Drew Holiday, or somebody that the Clippers are talking to, and if they're going to come over or not. But yeah, that's going to be it for me. Peace out.